Let not your heart be troubled. He believes in God, but he won't.
In a sense of Mr. Lonnell Cooper being a diplomat. At the time, this brother was the first police officer in 1953. There were segregated water fountains. Black men were still being called a boy. Dr. King, people like that, were still trying to get us the right to vote. And to be a diplomat in 1953, I wouldn't have been able to make it. They would have killed me.
I wonder what would happen to the people in the Fort Worth Police Department had there not been a Lonnell Cooper. Had he quit at 54 and 55 and 56 the way some of the others did. I wonder what would have happened had he not made it through that night at St. Joseph Hospital while he was in the colored ward, waiting on a white man to give a black doctor permission to operate on him. I wonder what would have happened.
My grandfather, he was a Renaissance man. He could do it all. I keep hearing about all the community things that he did, which was before my time, so I don't know. But to know how he took care of his family, I don't understand how one man could do all of this in the community and still be the backbone of our family.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. And I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
He has a great legacy in this city and in this county. And I know for certain that I would not have never been constable had it not been for Lonnell E. Cooper.
There is not a person of color in a police uniform and wearing stripes or stars or bars that haven't been impacted by the work of Lonnell Cooper.
But there's a common thread running through this room, and it's our love and respect for Lonnell Cooper, and that's why we're here.
When Lonnell Cooper was accepted as a police officer in 1953, he was limited to service in the black communities, especially along the unpaved Rosedale Street. He could patrol on White Street that was adjacent to Rosedale. Lonnell Cooper was not allowed to drive a police car, so he became an outstanding footman. He could not arrest any white lawbreaker unless a white policeman was present.
I read the article in the newspaper about Lonnell Cooper, and it didn't say anything about him being a giant among men. It didn't say anything about him being a trailblazer. And it didn't say anything about him being the reason that I got into Fort Worth Police Department in 1972.
But he said, I've written something. He said, I haven't shown this to anybody. Nobody in the family has seen this. And he said, it could be a rap song. I mean, Lonnell and rap, I mean, it didn't. And this is, I mean, I put this in the article because he allowed me to publish it. I put this article because he said, if Snoop Dogg can do it, I can. I said, Snoop Dogg? I said, show you right. Show you. There was a time in 59 when one lone brother had to walk the line. He had to swallow. Their job was not allowed even to drive.
His only hope was to stay alive. It's sad to say, but a given fact, no one cared nor had his back.
He walked alone on dark, cold nights. Also, he was hoping that young brothers would eventually see a brighter day and would see wrong made right. It would never be that way, he had hoped. And he also had a message to the older folks.
Old folks, let's move over and let the youngsters shine. Surely God himself has made these days their time.
There is a saying, people will
will forget what you did. They may forget what you said, but they will never, never forget how you made them feel.
This week, I was studying about Abraham, and I was reading the Abrahamic covenant, and in a part of that covenant, it says that God promised Abraham that a great name. And when I think about a great name can get you into places, and it gives you favor with other people. But when people think about the person who has the great name, they think about somebody who's trustworthy, who's honest, or who's loyal, or who's humble, or who's gracious and loving and kind and encouraging. And these are all characteristics of trailblazers and leaders.
But we used to sit, and after my dad died, we used to sit and talk for hours. He'd tell stories. Some of y'all know those are lies, right? He loved to tell jokes, and we'd tell jokes, sit there until we cry almost. And some days it just gets me out of, through the laughter, we'll clear up the records of the past. Y'all know that. Oh, yeah. Laughter is so healing to us. And he was my friend. He was like a father to me after my father passed, man. And there will never be another like that man. And I just appreciate you all asking me to get up and share. And I want to leave this with you. Time is not measured by the years that you live, but the deeds that you do and the joys that you give. And each day as it comes, bring a chance for each one to love to the fullest, leaving nothing undone. To brighten the light and lighten the load of some weary traveler who's lost down life's road. So what does it matter how long that you live? For as long as you live, you're unselfishly give. And Lonnell did that. And that's our job to go and do it too. Thank you.
It said, I wrote this, a strong man knows how to keep their life in order, even when times are tough. Even with tears in their eyes, they still manage to say, I'm okay, with a smile on their face. I think that sums up the black man of the 30s, 40s, and 50s in this country. They smiled sometimes when they were really embarrassed and hurt. But they came home and took care of their families. And so he's gone now to the other side. So God saw your pain, Mr. Cooper, and said, hard times are over. Come home. Rest in peace, sir.
Remember, Lonnell. Remember it in some way that's fitting.
But the day that President Barack Obama won the candidacy, I remember going in his back room, and anybody that knows him, he's not going to cry in front of anybody. And he was trying to dry his tears, and he's trying to dry his tears. I said, are you okay? And he said, wow. He said, everything I've done is not in vain anymore. We as black people now have an opportunity for equality. I never thought I would live long enough to see this day.
It must have seemed that it went unnoticed, but I have it here right in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Yes, I know it, 'cause I would be nothing without you. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
42 to 45 who fought in World War II, saved the continent. It didn't matter whether they were black, white, brown, green. They were the greatest generation.
That as long as you're alive, you should be doing something that makes a difference. You don't have to do big, gigantic things. Just do things unconditionally that makes a difference. Boy, is that Lonnell cool.
We